this is Emily. I'm a biomechanics specialist, so today I thought we can go through a 15-minute session just to improve your movement in life, and it really helps with everything else. So, before we start, we're just going to go through a quick theory session. So in everything that we do in sports or in life, there's a combustion triangle. There are three things I'm going to focus on: your cardiovascular fitness, your muscular strength, and your skills. In another word, it's your heart, your muscles, and your brain. So today we're going to go through all three, and we're going to roll them into one nice session. So we're going to start by just from standing. We're going to think about shifting weight from one foot to the other. This movement is more important than most people think. This is the movement that's going to save you from tripping over or twisting your ankle. Once you've done a few times of this, gradually widening your stance. I'm going to start bending your knees, bending the ankles. What we're looking for is some fluid, gentle mobilization of the ankles, knees, and your hip. Put your hands on your hips if you like. You can go a little bit deeper if your body allows you to do. Stay fluid, stay light. We're looking for a continuous movement. So these exercises you can do every day, and this is quite a short session, so do it every day. Super. Make this the last one. Bring yourself back to the middle. Now we're going to start looking at lifting your knees. This is also a very important movement. If we don't have the muscles to lift your knees, it makes it very easy to trip over anything. Lovely. A few more. And then we're going to add on to a calf raise, which means at the top here, we're going to lift your heel off the ground. Lift the heel off the ground. And as you bring the knee down, bend your knee to absorb the impact. You can see from walking or running, it's really important to bend your knees just so that the impact of the ground doesn't go all the way up your body. Lovely. So now I'm going to add on the lateral movement and the knee lift. So you see I've got a mat here. We're going to go knee up onto the mat, knee up, and there. So we're going to walk sideways, lifting those knees. 1, 2 step. 1, 2 step. If you feel like it, you can go as fast or as slow as you like. Please listen to your body. Let me show you. So we can go hop, hop, up, hop, hop, up, hop, hop, up. Now we start to look into coordination. If you're able to coordinate your arms and your legs and you're shifting with the body weights, this is how we can stay safe in life. And pause. Great. Super. So we've done forward and sideways. Now we're going to look to a twisting movement. So we're going to imagine we've got an apple tree behind you. We're going to reach across and trying to pick it. You're going to reach across, trying to pick it. Reach, reach. Each reach, you're trying to go a little bit higher. And you see my rear leg, I'm trying to drive through the rear leg, and that pushes me higher and higher up. A few more. And we're going to bring it back. So we've done high, now we're going to go middle. we're going to imagine we're sowing seeds all over your garden. So we're going to bend at the hip a little bit and we're going to lean out. You're going to think about shifting the weight onto the front leg. And we're going to reach, we're going to sow those seeds, reach and bring it out. A few more times and then we're going to switch leg. So think about how you can balance yourself and switch legs. So you're going to put your other leg forward, same arm, same leg, and lean forward. Sow those seeds, nice and wide, reach long, twist your hip, twist your body. We're looking for body rotation. A few more. Super. Cool. So we're now going to bring the elbows in. We're going to pretend you're a kayak. We're going to roll either side. So we're looking for this side bend of movement as well as forward. So we're going to pretend we're kayaking, holding the paddles. Turn. You can see my elbow goes high and then low, high and then low. Play around with this movement. Go to where your body allows you to do. We're looking for some movement in your back and between your shoulder blades. And up. And then if you feel you like it, bend forward from the hip, engage your core, roll back, forth, up, and lovely. So from kayaking, we're going to go to wood chopping. So we're imagining you've got an axe in your hand. You're going to get your stance into one forward, one back. We're going to rotate from the top corner to the bottom corner. Woodchopper. If you've got a couple of tins of beans, it's quite nice. Just hold them in your hands. Remember, we're also trying to build strength, cardiovascular fitness, as well as motor skills. Cool, make this the last one. Now, here's a tricky bit. We need to put the axe onto your other hand and do a non-dominant hand axe chop. Don't worry if you find it's a bit awkward, you will soon get the hang of it. In life, we're trying to make all your movement as symmetrical as possible, just so that there's no weak points in your body. Lovely. Great non-dominant hand axe chop. Cute. So we're now going to add on to the balancing movement. First, I'm going to do half circle with the feet. So think about, you need to anchor your weight onto the leg that's standing. You're going to hover the other leg. If you need to, you can just touch the floor, lean back, come back. Otherwise, if you can, hover the leg up without touching anything. Great. You might feel more balanced if you've got your arms out. A couple more times. You're thinking about using your glutes to lift your leg at the back rather than leaning forward. Switch leg. Same again. If you need to touch the floor, that is fine. You're going to gradually work towards being able to balance on one foot and sweeping the other leg around. So we're going to draw these half circles. If you're wobbling, if your ankle is wobbling around, let it wobble, that's okay. That's how your ankle builds its muscles, just so that if you, I keep saying this, but if you accidentally trip, then your ankle will be able to maintain balance and have the strength to not let it go over. Make this the last one and back to the middle. Cool. So we're now going to go opposite reach. So we're going to use one hand, going towards that leg, the opposite hand diagonally across it. We're looking for a body twist, low to high. Bend your knees if you need to get low. So you're ticking into a squat as well. So bend the knee, straight up, and the knee, straight up. Think about reaching tall, long, and rotate behind you as well. Lovely. A few more times. And pause. Cool. Switch leg. So opposite hand, opposite leg. Bend the knee, reach, bend the knees. Also thinking about turning your hip as well as your body. Any kind of rotational movement is going to be really good for you. A few more times. Twist, rotate, twist, rotate. And back to where you are. When you're ready, we're going to add on the balance and the strength work to it now. So we're going to come up into a squat, and then we're going to aim to balance, and then squat again. If you're not able to balance, that's okay. Put your foot down, and then go back into it. All the time you're thinking about maintaining a straight back. So if I show you sideways, I'm not arching my back, I'm not sticking it out, I'm keeping that nice and straight. So step out, squat, balance, step out, squat. Aim to be able to do 10 to 15 on each side. We're going to switch now. So switch leg, step out. You're getting your body weight right to the center so that it doesn't throw you off balance, and it really helps you with the anchoring foot as well. So if you lean too far out like this, then when you come back in, it's very hard to balance. So if you keep the body weight straight through the middle, you go down, up, it really helps. A couple more times. And bring it back. Lovely. Cool. So we're going to aim to hold the next balance for about 15 to 20 seconds. And I call it a cartwheel because it looks like a frozen cartwheel. So we're going to keep your weight onto one leg, open up the hands, open up the legs as though you're about to cartwheel over. And I'm going to hold this position for 15 to 20 seconds. You're going to think about drawing your core in, using your glutes to lift your legs. Fix your eyes onto something that does not move. It's going to really help your balance. And switch legs. Anchor it down. Make sure your body weight is centralized. Open up your hand. Picture that cartwheel, and you're going to freeze when you get into it. Keep a soft bend in your knee, just so that it's not jarring. Hold it up a little bit longer. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. We're going to add some dynamic knee drives. And what it means is, I'm going to do the same movement, but forward and back instead of sideways. So I'm going to step back, knee up, step back, knee up. Imagine if you're a kickboxer, that's what you would do. Think about where to shift your body weight. If you go too far back, it's quite hard to come back up. So it's middle, back in, middle, back in. Couple more, and and then we're going to switch side. And switch side. Again. Up, knee up. See how high you can get the knee up. A few more times. Now that you've got the hang of it. And back to the center. So we're going to add more dynamic movement in. We're going to reach up, we're going to diagonal, knee to elbow with a crunch. What we're really aiming to do is to use this movement just by drawing the elbow down and lifting the knee rather than curving your back. So watch my back, it's straight. I'm not trying to go down like this. I'm keeping it straight, and it's knee to elbow, diagonal across. Nice. Go high, touch it, touch it, touch it, and pause. So we're going to switch to a heel tap. So I'm going to come across, heel behind you, and see if you can touch it. Personally, I had a knee surgery on one of my legs. You can see that I can touch on one leg, but not the other. So everybody is different. So go to where it suits you. We're looking for a hip twist. Make sure it's a control movement. Don't swing it out. You don't want any dislocation. It's like a reverse can. So now we're really engaging the hamstring by drawing heel to bum. And make this the last one. Have a pause. Okay, so we've done a lot of core and leg work. Now I'm going to look at our arms and your shoulders and your neck. So let's start by moving your arms up. If you've got a couple of tin of beans, great. You've got that coffee table book that probably nobody ever reads. Lift this up and get it up. While you're doing the shoulder press, what we're focusing is your shoulder blades. They're squeezed in together. Nice and tight. Straight up, straight down. If you don't have any weights, doesn't matter, keep going. The fatigue will eventually catch up. But in the meantime, really think about drawing the shoulder blades in, engaging the back. And pause. Super. So we're now going to look at some shoulder mobility and stability exercises. So firstly, you're going to bring the palm up, facing up, and then we're going to draw your chest open, rotating our shoulders, externally rotating, internally rotating. It's like that emoji. What's going on? In the meantime, think about how far you can go. Everybody's different, so listen to yourself. As you can see, my left shoulder wouldn't let me go further than here. That's because I had a major shoulder surgery. My right arm, which was normal, has quite good range of movement. So every time we do this exercise, we're looking to just improving it by a little bit. And hopefully one day it'll catch up and become more symmetrical. A few more times and then let's move on to the next exercise. We're going to go down to the mat. In this position, we're going to just start by keeping your hands on the ground, and I'm going to try and lift those knees up. When you lift the knees up, you're going to think Is your back straight? Are you curving your back? Are you arching it? Pay some attention for the control. Once you're in this position, if you can, we're going to just do a very small, tiny movement. Knee towards chest. In the meantime, you're going to squeeze the legs together. So both knees are together, thighs touching, feet touching, very small knee tuck towards your chest. Keep going until you start to shake. That's when you need to pause and then come back into it. And relax. You're going to lie down, knees into 90 degrees. You can protect your head behind your head, or you can open them up wide. The next thing we're going to do, we're going to do a bicycle. So you can relax your hands, put them behind your head and neck should be nice and relaxed. You're going to go a cycle movement. You're just aiming to draw the heel into your bum by activating those hamstrings. Think about nice and smooth movement. And this movement is knee up, heel in, knee up, heel in. And you're trying to fight against gravity. You're going to think about drawing very smooth circles as though you were cycling, riding a bike. Again, when you start to shake, that's when we should pause and come back to it. If you carry on doing something without good form, there's a good chance that we're going to injure ourselves. And pause. Bring yourself into sitting. So first we're going to do, we're going to sit on one hand, and then we're going to tilt your head, ear to shoulder to the other side. Breathe through it, 3 or 4 breaths, and then switch sides. So sit on that hand, ear to shoulder, breathe through it. One to stretch our neck. We're going to put left hand towards right knee, and then we're going to look behind you while maintaining a nice long torso. You're going to think about growing tall while you twist behind you. And slowly rotate back. Right hand, left knee. Go tall before you look behind you. Breathe through it. Back to center. From here, we're going to reach tall and slowly bend forward to wherever your back allows you to do. If you can touch the floor, great. If not, don't worry about it. Chin in, curve your back. Back up, double arm over. Dive down, chin tucked in. Stretch forward. Chin down. Curve your back. You're going to roll yourself back up vertebrae by vertebrae. Reach up. Lean forward. Chin down. Curve your back. If your back is a little stiff, this is really good back mobilization. You can also do this standing up. Chin down, rolling. So we're going to finish off with some sweep up and release. This is how it goes. You're going to start by bending the knees, dropping low. Deep breath in, sweep up. Breathe in, and as you exhale, let it drop, let it go. Again, sweep up, breathe in, And as you breathe out, let it drop, let it all go. One last time, big sweep up, breathe in, and let it all go. Thank you. Hope to see you again. This is Emily from Try Coach Emily. Bye now.